All right, so I'm going to take you quickly through a tutorial how to use Zoom. Please familiarize yourself with all of the functions before we start the program. So I am sharing my Zoom screen with you, and I'm going to just use the annotation tool to very quickly show you what you should be looking at. So first of all, if you have set up your microphone and your video correctly, you should be able to mute yourself and unmute yourself during the sessions. And there's your video to display your video or not display it. We really recommend as part of the program that you have your video on, even if your background's not ideal. It's really, really difficult for us to work in a group if people are just black boxes on the screen. So really focus on putting your video on. Then there's a chat function. At any time when you want to ask a question, type that into the chat. It's important that you use the chat for the reasons intended and that it doesn't become distracting in the session. So use the chat. You can chat with the whole group, or you could chat just with us as facilitators. Then if you have your participant box open, and I'm going to quickly just show you what that looks like. So if you have your chat open and your participants open, and your Zoom window is not full screen, then it gives you the ability to stack up these windows. So you can see there's the participants, and here's my chat. I can do a test here in the chat so you can see what the chat would look like. So important to say that these things are in the same window. You can see here clearly, if I open this, you can see I can chat with many people. This function here, pop out, will open it in a different window. I don't recommend that. I recommend having your window open like I'm having mine now. The other thing that's really important is if you look at the top of your screen, because I'm doing a screen share now, and because I'm the only one on the Zoom, you can't clearly see that. But typically here at the top, you have two views. You have presenter view, and then you have gallery view, which puts all of the participants in the Zoom call into a gallery. I would suggest that you switch when we have group discussions, switch to your gallery view. When we have presentations, or you have just one facilitator talking, switch to your presentation view. That will greatly help you focus. And then at times, we're going to ask you to have your Zoom open, but also work on a collaboration platform. So when we do that, I would really recommend that you take your Zoom window and you drag it much smaller, and that you take your collaboration window and that you open that collaboration window on a single screen, so that you stack your two browser windows, you stack it next to each other. I'm going to try and show you here what that would look like. So I've got my Zoom, and I'm going to make my Zoom really small, and then I'm going to take this browser window, and I'm going to take my browser window, and I'm going to drag my browser window. So I have two windows on the same screen, my Zoom on this side and my browser on that side. All right. But we will be available during the session to show you that, and to help you, and to guide you, and to mentor you. The last thing that I want to talk about is there is at times I'm going to ask you to just give me a reaction, and you can see I'm going to open my reactions here at the bottom. So there I'm clapping hands, there I'm giving a thumbs up. So if I ask you a yes, no question, thumbs up. If I don't see thumbs up, then I'll know that you answered no to that question. And then in your participant window, there is a hand up function, raise hand function. I would really suggest that you use that during the sessions. And then make sure that your profile picture is uploaded, make sure that your name is correct, and that your company email is used so that we can divide you up into breakout groups. We need your email address to be the same as your Zoom registered email address. All right, looking forward to having you in class.